Welcome to Let's Talk Gardening. My name is Andre Bimre. One of the most difficult things to identify in your garden is fungus. Very often it presents itself as something else, often led by insect damage, and we don't always see the secondary effect of the fungus. My best advice is when you have a problem that you're not quite sure what it is, take a sample of the leaf or take a sample of the plant, put in a clear plastic bag, take it to your garden center and let one of the experts help you identify it. One of the very popular fungicides was something called lime sulfur from Efekto. Now, Efekto has replaced that with this product called Cumulus. And if you read the label, this will do exactly what lime sulfur did and more. And in fact, it has less smell and it's a lot easier to use than lime sulfur. So it's a great product to have in your arsenal, in your garden shed. As an example, Vericorp has a very wide spectrum, so it covers a lot of problems. So this will do blight, it will do downy mildew, and of course the full instructions are enclosed on the back of the pack. So there's a peel and reveal label, there's a little yellow corner that you just peel back, and this will give you the full instructions. So our lemon tree has been attacked by something that's quite common. It's called Scilla. It's a little tiny little insect. You can hardly see it to the naked eye, but you can see the lesions, these little bumps on the leaves. That is called Scilla. And that's an insect that then leaves lesions for fungus to get in. And of course, in addition to that, we then get attacked by woolly aphids. That little white marks, that's all woolly aphid. All these are sucking insects, so they suck the sap out of the leaf and cause major damage. Then of course, because we've got lesions, because you've got woolly aphids, you now have sooty mold coming through. So before we can treat the sooty mold, which is the fungus problem, we certainly need to sort out the woolly aphids and the Scilla. And for that, I've got just the remedy. The problems we identified on the lemon tree was it had woolly aphids, and of course it had this little small insect called Scilla. So we need to treat that before we can get to the fungus. The treatment is very simple. A product called Efekto, particularly for citrus plants. This is a broad spectrum. It covers just about all your sucking insects. And that's the one that's been causing the most damage. So we're going to mix Efekto into 3 liters of water, and then we're going to add a surfactant, Efekto's G49. Now what this does, G49 is a wetter and it breaks down the surface tension of the water. It makes the water spread easier, particularly on waxy leaves. So the insecticide can be that much more effective. To mix our Efekto, the instruction says I need 4 milliliters on 10 liters of water. And that will be the right amount to treat Scilla and aphids on our citrus trees. Because I'm using a 3-liter tank, we're gonna use 1.2 milliliters. It's a tiny amount to measure out. And we're gonna mix that into our 3 liters of water. For G49, we need 2 milliliters on 10 liters of water. So for 3 liters of water, we simply need 0.6 of a ml. It really is a tiny little amount and it's too small a measurement for this cap. So just a tiny little drop in there. But you don't have to be too accurate with this. Spray tank is mixed. We're going to apply that. All the leaves, as many of the leaves as we can get to. And you'll notice how easily the water then spreads on the leaf of the plant, even though it's a waxy leaf. Very important to try and get to the underside because that's really where most of the problems are. Now, whenever you're spraying pesticides on edible crops, it is very important to watch and look at the withholding period. In the case of Efekto on citrus, the withholding period is 14 days. So for the next 2 weeks, I cannot pick any lemons at all. But it is going to be worth it. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Gardening. We'll see you on the next one.